We are finally in the college football playoffs in the Coaching Carousel Dynasty. Today, we begin this journey in the postseason for the first time as we are number 4 after a conference championship loss to Wisconsin, which boosted them up from 3-2. Texas A&M won their conference championship. They go up to number 1. And that's who we will face today. They have the Heisman Trophy winner and the number 1 offense in the country. And Le'Veon Moss led 10 receiving touchdowns on the year. He was amazing catching the ball and running the ball. He did it all for TAMU. And then don't forget about a top 3 finalist was Connor Weigman, their quarterback. 43 touchdowns. He is a second-year starter. He did get hurt in his junior season. Now he's back for his senior year. 43 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. But that is not even the most underrated part of this team. It is their defense. They have the number 3 total defense in the country scoring wise, and it is going to be a tough outing here for Mac Anderson, who has been struggling so far this season, especially versus teams with a pretty good defense. So here we go. The semifinals are underway, and we are at the Rose Bowl, and Texas A&M will receive the opening kickoff. Le'Veon Moss does catch it for a touchback. That is actually Mike Brown back there. Here's Moss with the first carry. That is a loss of 3. And that is Demetrius Johnson there in the backfield. Loss of 3, bringing it to a 2nd and 13. Weigman takes off. You forget he is a dual threat quarterback. He can run with his legs as well. Now 3rd and 3. Can we get them off the field with a quick 3 and out? Here is Weigman in the pocket. He takes off right away. He finds the space and gets hit hard by Johnson. It's a gain of 7 yards. Something we'll have to monitor throughout the game. Here's a throw to left side. This is Donovan Green, one of his top targets on the year. He picks up a gain of 9 yards. Texas A&M has not lost this year. Every game has pretty much been a blowout, to be honest. Here's Le'Veon Moss with a catch out of the backfield. This is what he does best. It's a gain of 8 yards and another first down for Texas A&M. Handoff right back to Moss. Moss finds the space to the outside. He cuts upfield for a gain of 12, stretching for the first down marker. Now 2nd and 5. Weigman in the pocket. He tries to take off this time. Breaks the tackle by MJ Kennard. Stays on his feet. It's a gain of 3. He's a tough runner as well. 3 scrambles already for Connor Weigman. Now 3rd and 2. Under center. He drops back. He's taking off right away. He gets around Johnson, and he puts the ball on the ground. It's picked off by Sean Gibson. Gibson to the 30, the 40. Moss runs him down. He tries to pitch it back right there. And we do cause the turnover, and it's an excellent one. And we will take over here on offense. Here's the struggling Mac Anderson. The last few games, he has thrown multiple interceptions, and that's the first completion of Jace Washington. Nice and easy gain of 14. Across the 50-yard line now. Anderson throws left side. He had an open man, and that was the freshman Justin Carter. He just sails it over his head. 3rd and 9 now. Anderson rolls to the right side, stops, throws, and he had 2 open men in the area and cannot find either of them. 4th and 9 now. We line up to go for it. We are out of field goal range, but we are in 4-down territory. Here's a throw to an open Shiv Kishore, and the former quarterback gets it for a gain of 17 yards. So Mac Anderson now with a fresh set of downs, throws to the right side. It's going to be Shiv Kishore again. Back-to-back catches for the senior quarterback turned receiver. And that one is going to be inside the 5. 1st and goal. Handoff. Ellis Holmes. And he fights forward for the touchdown. They will give it to him. Not sure if he really crossed the plane, but it will stand. Maryland strikes first here in the semifinals. It's 7-0. So here is Weigman now. We'll see if he takes off once again this drive and starts scrambling a lot less. But that's Le'Veon Moss. He's got the Heisman Trophy winner. He doesn't have to worry about running the football. Here is Moss again. This one, it's a loss of 2. A lot of guys in the backfield. Draco Linston Also, Ross was there as well. 2nd and 12. Here's Moss again, a pitch play, and that's MJ Kennard in the backfield, and it's a loss of 2. So now we get him to a 3rd and long scenario. Here is Wiegman throwing across the middle, and that's an excellent play. And that is the other Draco on the other side, Draco Thompson, who knocks the ball out of his hands. So we do force the punt now here to start the second quarter. Here's a run. Ellis Holmes picks up a gain of 2. They have an awesome defensive front, which is a big reason why they have been first in passing yards. Here's a throw across the middle on a 3rd down. That was going to be a wide open man, and that's going to be incomplete. Clancy Yarbrough was probably going to catch and run for quite a bit. So here we are back on defense. Here is Wiegman taking off right away. Once you forget about him, he's going to use his legs, and it's a big gain to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, Le'Veon Moss. He takes it up the middle. A nice hole. That one goes for a gain of 8. Texas A&M isn't afraid to bring in the fullback. They have him in the game, but here's a throw across the middle. It's Donovan Green. A gain of 18 yards on the play action fake. Wiegman's only 4 of 5 passing as they keep the fullback in the game again. But Wiegman just takes off. He's so quick, so hard to contain, and it's a gain of 9 again and another 1st down. So now at the 20, Wiegman, 3rd and 9. In the pocket, throw short. It's going to be Jawan McGee. He gets tackled short. Summerfield was there. It's a gain of 5, and Texas A&M settles for 3. So here's Mac Anderson backing onto the field. Hopefully the run game can get his arm going. Hopefully it's a gain of 6 by Ellis Holmes, as that eventually brings us to a 3rd and 4. Anderson this time throws across the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A couple of guys were wide open. Mac Anderson is 3 of 9. Not throwing the football well today. Here is Wiegman, though, continuing on the next drive to use his legs. He's already fumbled once, so you know we're punching for it now. 26 seconds remaining in the first half. Wiegman throws to the sideline. Draco Linston almost goes for the interception and is caught by Texas A&M for a 1st down. 1st and 10, Wiegman. He's going to try to take off again. This time, 3 defenders surrounding him. He only gets 1 yard. They have 1 timeout. They elect to try to run a hurry up here, and they just get the last snap off. The clock hits 0. Wiegman isn't even going to throw this one deep. He scrambles. It's a gain of 8, and Wiegman, maybe some championship jitters here in the playoffs. Well, it's 7-3 here as we go into halftime. So second half action as Mac Anderson has struggled so far. Here's a throw to left side, and that one incomplete. He was looking for Levante St. Brown. 3 of 10 to start this game, only 45 yards. 3rd and 6 now. Anderson in the pocket, throwing, and it's a wide open Jace Washington, and he can't hit him on a simple slant. That one hurts a lot. 3 of 11 to start this game here for Mac Anderson. Here comes Connor Wiegman. Finished 3rd in the Heisman voting. Back out onto the field. You can't expect him to stay down long. But here's a handoff to the actual winner. This is Le'Veon Moss. He picks up a gain of 5. They have run plenty of plays with the fullback in the backfield. They are not afraid to do it all. Here's Wiegman now stepping up in the pocket, throwing to the sideline. That's going to be caught by Steve Ashley for a gain of 13. Paul Parsons in coverage, the freshman. Here is Wiegman now, scrambling, breaking a tackle, falling forward. It's a gain of 9. Wiegman is just at 100 yards, 10 yards short now. Handing off now to Mike Brown, the backup tailback. He breaks the tackle. He's inside the 10. Texas A&M is putting together a complete drive here. And now it's going to be goal to go. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third. Wiegman keeps it on the option. A big hit by Taylor for Savage. But Wiegman holds on to the football, and that brings it to a 3rd and goal. Here is Connor Wiegman under center, fullback in the backfield, handoff to Moss, and he will get in from 3 yards out. It's a touchdown. Texas A&M takes the lead here Now it's a 10-7 game. Levante St. Brown back to receive the kickoff. He usually doesn't receive kickoffs. We subbed him in here, and St. Brown takes it down the right sideline, and it's a gain of 46. It's a good field position to start this drive, and look who's in at quarterback. It's the former quarterback backup, Shiv Kishore. He's in. His first play is going to be a sack. Loss of 13 yards. He tried to get out of the pocket and throw that one out of bounds. Didn't work. 2nd and 23 now. This time, this is going to be a throw to Justin Carter, the freshman, and it's going to be a first down. Wow, how about that right there? Now it's 10-7 across the 50. Handoff. It's Ellis Holmes. This one is going to be a gain of nothing. And now here we go at about the 45. 3rd and 11. Keyshore. He's going to scramble, stop, throw this one. Nico Astro, and this one will be a gain of 22. And this is a first down. And now Keyshore's made a couple of nice throws since he's been subbed in. This one, play action, wide open Tate O'Hara, 21 yards, touchdown. 3 of 3 on this drive for Shiv Kishore, as many completions as Mac Anderson's had this entire game. And he comes in and leads a touchdown drive. It's 14-10. Here is Wiegman now. This time throwing to the sideline. Jawan McGee, gain of 16 yards. First down as they're now across the 50. Here's Le'Veon Moss. He makes one man miss, and he gets inside the 20. And we start the fourth quarter. Texas A&M is inside scoring range. The backup tailback in the game, Mike Brown, he takes it up the middle. It's a gain of 10. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. 3rd and 5. Wiegman has all day in the pocket. He tries to scramble, and Paul Parsons forced him out of the pocket, and he gets sacked by Connor Summerfield, maybe losing his footing as well. That's going to bring it to a 4th and 8. Wiegman has tried to do it with his legs today. We'll see if he can do it with his arm. Wiegman, no, he's going to hand off. It's Le'Veon Moss who has the space. He has a first down inside the 5. And it's going to be goal to go. What a gutsy call right there on a 4th and 8. So 1st and goal. Brown pitches. Touchdown. 1 yard out, and Texas A&M takes the 3-point lead. So here is Shiv Kishore back out onto the field, rolling to the right side, stopping, throwing downfield. He's got Levante St. Brown, and St. Brown is all alone. It's going to be a one-play touchdown. What a throw by Shiv Kishore. 4 of 4, and he finds the speedster, Levante St. Brown, who takes it to the house. And he just uses his speed to outrun his defenders. An excellent route from the beginning, a great throw from Shiv, and then he just bobs and weaves his way to the end zone. And it's just a beautiful sight here for the Maryland Terps. 21-17 after the backup quarterback comes in and he starts making plays. 21-17, Texas A&M is going to stick to their script. They're going to continue to run the ball with Le'Veon Moss. Now they get into a 3rd and 5, and it looks like it's going to be a false start, so they will come back to a 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now after that penalty. They come out here with 3 wide receivers and a tight end, a throw across the middle, and that one is incomplete. I think Wiegman may have thrown that ball a bit early. If you would have waited, he had some guys coming open, and they will elect to punt this one away. Trust their number 3 defense. Here's Levante St. Brown back to receive the punt. He takes to the left side. He cuts upfield, picks up a couple of blocks, still on his feet. He's at about the 36-yard line, maybe even closer than that. They will mark him down at the 34. So here is Ellis Holmes now trying to run the football, and Maryland's going to try to run this clock with a 4-point lead. Now 2nd and 2. Under 2 minutes to go. You see the clock winding down. We snap it at 2. Here is Holmes again. First down. It's going to be a gain of 5. And now here we are, 2nd and 8. Ellis Holmes. He has another carry, and it's a gain of 10. Another first down. Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher burns all of those timeouts. Now a minute to go. Ellis Holmes spins. He falls forward, and that's the dagger. Maryland will go to the national championship. A game where it was interesting. I didn't know how this would fare out against the number 1 defense, or number 1 offense at that, and number 3 defense. And we take home the trophy. Ellis Holmes was the player of the game, but to me, it was definitely Shiv Kishore. He came in and led some scoring drives. He was magnificent. And it honestly begs the question, I mean, who's going to be the starter going into the national championship? But I don't see a way we go back to Mac Anderson now. The way Shiv Kishore looked in a big game in comparison to Anderson was night and day. Connor Weigman on the other side had barely over 100 yards passing, but almost had 90 yards rushing. He ended up losing a few there. And then the Heisman Trophy winner, Le'Veon Moss, went over 100 yards. That was their plan of attack the entire time, to run the football. It worked. They just couldn't move the ball, and they needed to, especially when they had to throw the ball on third downs. There was a couple of incompletions, a couple of knockdown passes, and it ended up being the difference. I'm proud of this defense, though. Against the number 1 offense, I didn't know how we would look, and we showed up. So in the other semifinal game, we already played both of these teams. We lost to Wisconsin in the Big Ten title game, and we beat UCF early on in the year. And Wisconsin takes care of business. I knew they would win this game. It was pretty apparent when we played them who was the better of these two teams. And Wisconsin wins by 2 scores. And it wasn't even Wormley who really was their leader this game. It was Rivero at receiver, 4 for 78. And Martese Brown wasn't as incredible as you would think he would be as well. So the national championship is set. 13-1 Maryland versus 14-0 Wisconsin. We get our rematch. We will be in Atlanta. We'll see how it goes. Hit subscribe. Hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.